For example, the Adam and Eve story, okay? It occurred. But people want to get caught up in the fact that, oh, she didn't eat an apple. There wasn't no apples in Africa. She didn't eat an apple. Well, that's okay if she didn't eat an apple. She ate a fruit. Fine, right? We all know she ate something that caused us to be now in trouble. Okay. She did something that caused sin, that took away a lot of what we were supposed to, our godly spirits and our godly things that we had, which caused God to now say, now I told you not to do this and you did it anyway, right? And now your generations and generations and generations to come will have to suffer. So the story happened, number one. Some parts of the story got a little bit twisted, turned fruit to an apple, or they didn't know what to call the fruit, or whatever fruit that they had called it. We weren't sure what it was, so we just called it an apple because that's what America knows. The point of the matter is, she ate something that caused us sin, that caused us a curse, and now we all fighting this flesh so that we don't have to sin. We're fighting the flesh daily to avoid sin. We're fighting every day. Now we have to fight this spiritual warfare with a devil that we didn't even have nothing to do with why he got put out of heaven. He's the cause of why he got put out of heaven. His actions is what caused him to be put out of heaven. And because of jealousy, he now turned around and came at us and feeling some type of way about us, because God made us in his image and likeness. So he mad. Why you mad at me? I didn't tell you act that way. I didn't tell you turn on your maker. I didn't tell you try to act like you big and bad and bigger than God. But now you a shiesty type of person. You gonna come at me and involve me in your mess, and now my generations to come gotta suffer for what you did in the beginning. That was wrong in the first place. Come on now. Let's think about what we were supposed to be enjoying, what we were supposed to benefit from. I mean, the life we were supposed to have now got taken away, all because of a bite, all because of disobedience, all because you want to be a rebel, all because you think you want to, take stuff into your own hands and say, oh, ain't nothing gonna happen. Ain't nothing gonna happen to you. Or he just telling you lies. Go ahead, eat that fruit, girl. And then Eve now go eat the fruit. So is Eve really the problem? No, she's not the problem. She's not the problem. The devil is the problem. You mad at the wrong person. Okay? Forget about Eve. Don't blame her. She was tempted. And how many of us are tempted? How many of us are distracted? How many of us are convinced to do stuff that we don't want to do? How many of us are manipulated every day to do something that we don't want to do, or we don't think we should do, but we end up doing it anyway? So why are we mad at Eve? Can't be mad at her. We all go through the same thing. We all do the same thing. You need to be mad at the devil, because he's the one who caused this whole mess. And now we got to be fighting his little agents and friends, spiritual agents that he rises, his spiritual army that he's risen up, coming chasing after us, making us do all these things that we're not supposed to do, bringing mental health issues to us, causing depression, suicide thoughts, all the stuff that he's bringing to the table. But you ain't mad at him. Oh, you think he don't exist? Oh yeah, he very much exists. There's some truth to every story, okay? He pretty much exists. So you keep acting like he don't exist, he gonna be right on your tail like, yeah,